Hey everyone, my name's Mike and welcome to the 6mm Rifleman. It's a little bit different. Since the last video I have got on a green screen and I've got some lights to hopefully make some high quality videos. Fingers crossed this looks good. It's my first time ever really using the green screen, so let's just get on to the video. So today we're going to be doing a loadout video on what I use when I use my VFC MP7. There's a lot of things that are the same in this setup that transfer to other setups, other loadouts. I like to keep a lot of things standardised, just for ease of use so I don't have to relearn shit, and so that I can be effective on the Airsoft battlefield, whatever the fuck that means. But yeah, anyway, let's get straight to it. My iron face protection is pretty much the same in all of my loadouts. For my eye protection I use these Vulcan thermal lens goggles. So far, for me at least, these are the goggles out of everything that I've tried, and I've tried a fucking lot, that don't actually fog. I recommend these. They're relatively cheap, I believe £40 new for good eye protection. I think these are mostly paintball, and they do come up with like a flip-up mask, but I think the flip-up mask is terrible. Take it off, use these. I have the top vent removed so that hot air can rise up and leave. But that's just me testing it in a minute. And for face protection, I use a Delta Face Pro mesh mat. This covers just about my nose, and there's a bit of mesh, as you can see there. And what that mesh does is that covers just your face. It still allows you to get a good look rifle. It's made of a very breathable material, so you don't get too hot wearing it. And overall, I'm a massive fan. Definitely worth it. Check it out with this link. It's really fucking good. Main weapon, so like I said, this is a VFC MP7. It's stock. This is my second one, I will note. My first one, the tappet plate broke about 10 minutes into the first game that I used it with. This is number 2. I've used this for an afternoon so far, and it's actually worked really well. I am so far in love with it, even though I did have an issue with the tappet plate. There are companies that are coming out with different tappet plates for it. I'll put some pictures of them on screen. These are made out of, I think, CNC'd aluminium, so hopefully they will solve the tappet plate issue. I already have a spare one from VFC that I got sent over, but yeah, I'm just hoping that it doesn't need it and it runs well for a while. On the MP7, like I said, internally it's completely stock. I normally run my Redpoint, I normally run my Theta Optics Aimpoint style red dot. Right now there is a light and laser PEC box that I think, yeah, I don't have the battery in, and then I have my run cam, zoom cam on the side. I am now putting on a short suppressor on. This is only like a 10 centimeter. Don't know if that's right. You guys always mess up their measurements or things like that. But I run that. I do like the MP7 suppressor, the really big one, but at the same time it's really big, and I got this so it can be nice and small and maneuverable. I mean, look at it, when the stock's folded like that, the weapon's tiny. Like, it's brilliant. I will say, for actually running it around in the field, I have it extended out so I can actually get a cheek weld. I left my red dot on. But yeah, I will normally, this is how I actually run it. Flat stock, just for carrying, and maybe for CQB if you really want to bring the weapon in close to your body. That's attached to me by a MTP 1-point sling that I hook on the back of the weapon. Not on the stock, as you can see, because if you attach it to the stock and then you extend the stock, the weapon's just going to fall all the way down to your knees, and you don't want that. So I just have it there. I think for small guns like this, small SMG, small little lightweight guns, that a 1-point sling is actually probably the best way to hold the weapon. Because I can drop it, it's fine. It doesn't really hit me in the nuts. It did a little bit then, but that's okay. You can also transition from shoulder to shoulder pretty nicely. I need to do some more practice with this because it's new. You can do that. It makes you pretty effective on the Airsoft battlefield. Below that I have a Viper VX buckle up chest rig. This is the utility rig which I've put the inserts in it. I will say now, for the MP7 you don't want to use the quad SMG inserts. I actually have that in my front utility bit, and because you can tell because I'm using it in my utility area, it doesn't work for the MP7 mags. I just use the normal 5.56 inserts for the MP7 magazines. They work pretty well. They don't fall out. So I'm a big fan. Yep, 3 MP7 mid caps. These have about 110-120 rounds. Open it up. I keep some spare CO2 for my pistol. A multi-tool, just because multi-tools are useful, and I keep a pistol speed reloader there. on the front, just a gate tighten patch, and if you could tell me where this patch is from, you're cool. Just off to the side, this is, I believe, a Emerson Gear sidekick pouch, and this just holds my Baofeng radio, which has a Baofeng speaker mic just routed up here. I used to have my radio mounted to my belt, but then I'd have a wire that would come all the way up and it would just get in the way. This system keeps all nice and you know, keeps it all nice and just all on my chest rig. I also like having fairly decent quick access to the radio in case I need to change my comms, or in case I need to get out or do anything. It's just easy to have it there. And just in case you're wondering, I've got a flexible floppy antenna, and that just goes into my shoulder. I don't even notice it when I'm wearing it, and it keeps the antenna at a good height to hopefully get some good range on the radio. Alright, so now for my combats, these are just some Invader Gear ATACs. Combat UBACs and trousers. They are the trousers and seconds. We go down, you'll see they're the ones with the knee pads. They're pretty good. I'm bringing SMG, I want it to be light, so I want to be fast, so having something nice and breathable like a UBAC, especially with the sleeves roll up, is key. Especially because this is more of a summer loadout for me. Alright, so I know that everyone enjoys the crotch shots and I aim to please, so here we are. This is an FRV tailoring shooter's belt. It's a 2-point belt. There's an inner Velcro belt, and then you have this outer belt which Velcros to it and clips on. Lovely cobra buckle. This thing is stupidly secure. It's not moving anywhere. I'm a big fan of it. It is an MTP because I used to run MTP a lot. I'm now switching over to Everglade and OD, so my gear should switch over soon enough. Anyway, we'll go from boring side to interesting side. So over here I have just a carabiner which has my gloves. Didn't feel like wearing them for the video because I'm, cameras and tactile feedback and dexterity and all that sort of crap. But these are just Mechanics MTP gloves. I've had these for God knows about 8 years now, and they are great. I've got a hole burnt in the finger from where I set off a grenade, and the grenade caught a little bit of fire, and that fire caught a little bit of me. These are the only non-functional bits of Gucci gear that I have on my loadout, and these are just chem sticks, just because I think they look cool. And as much as I try to keep my gear practical, I do also, this is still Airsoft. Go around the side a bit more. This is a pistol pouch. Actually, currently nothing in it. What I normally put in is a spare battery for my MP7. Eventually, there's going to be another magazine for my pistol, but these pistol magazines are kind of hard to find in a minute, so there is currently none there. Going back around, this is a DL Airsoft Innovations Karambit, which is pretty nice. Some fields don't allow you to use it just because it's a 3D printed hard blade, although it's got a little bobble. Again, it is still 3D printed and it's hard, and some places like you to use a floppy knife like this. I keep that in my gear bag just in case I can't use this. But anyway, I like to keep it there, if not just for looks, and to play with because karambits are fun. Now on the back we have, I believe, a Combat UK multicam MTP roll-up gun pouch. These are great when I'm doing a reload with the MP7. If I don't have the time, I'll just quickly put a magazine right into the back there, and it stays in. I've had no issue with magazines coming out of the pouch as I've been playing. So yeah, I do recommend these. As we go around a bit, so again, this is the DL Airsoft Innovations Kydex holster, which has my Secutor Rudis 1911 CO2, lovely jubbly. Fuck me, that's very British. But anyway, yeah, my pistol just goes in there. It's a great retention holster. It mounts the belt incredibly well, especially the combination of this holster with this belt. It means it's incredibly secure, very low profile. And I always have a very quick draw with my pistol. It's lovely. And then we come across, and this is my Airsoft Innovation First XL grenade. Now, for the life of me, I've never been able to get this to properly work. I don't know if mine's just defective or I'm just stupid, but I'm never able to get this to work. So a lot of the time I don't actually carry that, in all honesty. But anyway, here this is just a DL Airsoft Innovations generic grenade Kydex holder pouch thing. There you go, guys. I hope you liked this video. As I said, this was just a quick really going over what I use with an MP7 and as a test with a green screen. And I hope it turned out well. If you're seeing this, it probably turned out at least an acceptable sort of quality. But yeah, if you like the video, like. If you don't like it, you're your own boss. I will have some gameplay coming out because I did get to actually manage to play Airsoft, with all the restrictions going on. I did actually manage to get game day in, and that'll be coming out very soon. Also, as I last checked, I was at like 130 subscribers, so again, just thank you for everyone that's joining. I'm not the most consistent poster, honestly. I've been in a bit of low recently with just effort and energy and lots of other stuff. I want to start getting back into it, especially now that I've got some new fun kits, and it should be quite good. Yeah, thank you everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video and have a good day.